And we're back. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the second half of the fun hour. We're here at 3 o'clock Eastern, and we have an hour to go for the day. And GameStop's having a great day. Happy about that for sure. It's green. We have a green day going here today, but we don't have a green day going across as much as we'd like. Maybe I guess we're getting picky. Maybe Robinhood up $1.40 to 56.42. That's all right, I guess. Of course, not that we own it very much. I've owned it at all here. SoFi up 7 cents, so it's up, but 7 cents. 16.80 right now. GameStop 12.17 gain, 163.94. It's been as high as 164ish. We got ATIP up 20 cents, which nice. 4.58. It's been higher. AMC's up $1.31 to 34.01. I guess earnings come out after the market tonight for AMC. Matterport up 16 cents to 15.38, and I guess that is near the high, within a dime of the high of the day. So I guess I can't complain too much about that. 23andMe's up 42 cents at 9.12. It's been as high today as 9.57. So 45 cents higher than where we are now, but still 1.5 million shares, and it's an update with no news. Earnings expected this week. Fifth Wall up 33 cents to 12.45. That's holding its own. And Vector is up 9 cents to 10.21. NavSite unchanged. And Cyxtera is down 29 cents to 8.49. Low of the day, 8.25. That was this morning right off the opening. And we've been sort of meandering along after that, going not very quick anywhere. IBM breaking all our hearts, down $1.13 as it always does, at 141.32. It's just not going back up where it really should be. I think it should be 146, 148, but not gonna do it right now. Nah, good, just not happening. Other than that, we've got the Dow down 73. It's been negative all day. Started off lousily in the first hour. Let's say it was kind of crappy in the first hour. And then it is stabilized, but it's been flatlining here down like 50, 70, 80 all day long. That's where we're at. S&P down 1 point. Okay. And NASDAQ's up 39.5. So something's holding the Dow back, and the other two markets are, kind of all right. There you have it. Oil down 161 to 66.67 a barrel. And that is not really getting any better, and I don't think it will get much better. I think it's going to stay under pressure, unfortunately. Too much product available, not as much demand as people had thought, and foreign players are just not desperate for the product right now, as maybe speculators had speculated they would be, especially China. That is the big mystery. Why is China not looking for as much oil as previously thought? Kind of interesting. The economy there is slowing up a little bit, and the rest of the world is having supply chain issues, variant problems. A lot. I think the media really underestimated the variant. How the second wave, this new, this Delta variant virus, I think the media didn't fully appreciate it, or maybe the world in general just didn't fully appreciate just how nasty this one is, and how it is affecting economies. I mean, it is affecting a lot of little. It's causing havoc in a lot of areas, and when you add it all up and put it all together, it's holding the world economy down to rev up, because we human beings are just not able to freely travel. Number one, we can't. We have restrictions. We haven't been vaccinated. There are too many ill among us. Too many have been lost among us, and I just get the impression that we're not able to get back to full 8-cylinder production right now. The engine can't be revved up. We're running on 6 to 8, 6, 7 cylinders, and that's it. We can't get up to the 8th. Just kind of have that kind of vibe. It's funny. You talk to people in various industries, and they tell you, in the automotive sector, we have delivery problems. You talk to the RV people, RV dealers are going, can't get enough trailers for the demand, or RVs, class C's, class A's, fifth wheels. Can't get them. Can't get as many as we want. The customers who want the product are going, well, I'd like to buy a new rig, but this kind of a commitment's a lot of money, and I want the rig I want. I don't want to settle for something else, because once you get an RV, it's a long-term commitment. In general, bankers don't want to, you don't want to borrow money from a banker on something that you really don't want. I mean, why would you put yourself in that position? So for new cars, trucks, homes, even homes are not coming online fast enough from builders. And then everything else manufactured. Think about stoves and fridges and microwaves and imagine the amount of parts that are needed by like a Lowe's, Home Depot, all those little individual bins of stuff they've got. And if there's any kind of interruptions on this sort of stuff, it mucks up the works. And I just don't see the economy easily being able to fire up again. It's not like we all went on a 2-week holiday and we're all back now and let's just get back to work. It's not it at all. The container business, the shipping container business, has had a real tough time of it. They're finding that it's difficult to offload their containers when they get to port, like say in the United States, Los Angeles, Portland, other. They're going further away to other locations to offload, and then they don't want to wait the weeks and weeks and weeks to get reloaded, and so they're just leaving empty back to the Orient to get another load of containers where they're needed, and just head the other direction. This is all mucked up. It's all not working very well. Farmers are having trouble getting their produce overseas on time because, of course, it is time sensitive. It has an expiration date. I mean, apples are apples, pears are pears, whatever you're moving. There's a lot of logistics here. I'm still amazed when I go into a grocery store, even in this little town of Creston, 5,000 people around here, 15,000 greater population, 20 miles around here, 30 miles around here. Go into a couple of grocery stores here. I'm amazed at the selection these guys have. I'm really surprised. I'm really pleasantly surprised. And I just think about when I go up and down the aisles and see all the produce that's available, all the different items available. Their shelves are generally well stacked, and I think to myself, how many hundreds of manufacturers are sending this store product through all the distribution centers that have been established? It still runs. It's amazing, but in other areas of the economy, things are not running as smoothly as one would like. So there you go. This economy is poised for a run, if and when it can run on full speed again. But there's too many clogs, too many blockages in the gas lines, I guess, and the gas ain't getting through the carb into the cylinder heads, and they're not firing right. To coin a phrase or two. Anyway, there you have it. The Dow down 84, S&P down 1, NASDAQ up 43. The markets are at or near all-time record highs. This has never happened before. We've never had an underperforming economy where the markets are at all-time highs. We've had markets at all-time highs anticipating top-notch performing economies. That's true. And I guess the markets right now are saying, we're prepared to pay. Investors are saying, I'm prepared to pay X amount of dollars for Apple stock because I believe that in the next quarter and the quarter after that and after that, that the company will continue to be able to grow its offerings and grow its margins, grow its revenues. People have been paying now for years ahead of earnings. They've been paying for more than the stocks are worth today based on what they think they'll be worth tomorrow. Well, this is the stock market in a nutshell. In many respects, people are forward guessing where the economy is going to be, or where a company is going to be inside an economy. And I guess in one way you could say, well, if the economy is going to get busier and become more profitable, then Apple, for example, will make more money because more of us will need we'll need a new smartphone, we'll need a new laptop, or because we'll be busier in business and through our companies or through our employers or through our own devices. Um, I guess that's what it is. Auto companies are having just a tough time trying to get their hundreds of suppliers to be able to deliver products on time, parts and components on time to the assembly plants where vehicles get finally assembled and delivered. And there's wherever the glitch is, anywhere along the line, stops the whole thing from working. And if you have seen some of the news reports, you've noticed how many thousands of, say, Ford F-150 pickup trucks are sitting in lots all around factories, assembly factories, that are 90% completed, 85% done. From the air, they look done, but look in the window, you'll see problems. Look under the hood, stuff's missing. Amazing. It is unfortunate, but it is the current world in which we are living. Amazing. Anyway, there you have it. 163.50 on GameStop right now. We're up 11.73 with no news. The only news I can put together, and I'm just a guy in Creston, Canada, trying to guess what the heck's going on in plain English. I saw the deal today between DraftKings and the Golden Nugget online gaming company, where one has acquired the other on an all-stock deal. So GameStop, not GameStop, DraftKings bought or took over, or is taking over Golden Nugget, the gaming division. And I was asking myself, does that have something to do with this? Is this why GameStop's at $11 to share? I'm wondering, is what GameStop doing online in any way benefiting from this deal? I can't directly put my finger on this. I know there's been talk on this channel through my viewers for months about the possibility of maybe GameStop would get into the gaming business, would become a partner or affiliated with gaming, like e-gaming, the online gaming games, tournaments and this type of thing. But I don't know, why would that move this stock? I'm lost on that one. Is it up because AMC is up? AMC is up $1.65. It's up 5% in price. GameStop's up 7.8% in price. Is that it? Yeah, maybe. I mean, one doesn't have to move because the other one's moving. It doesn't have to, because they're not in the same business. They're not in the same. They have the same shareholders. I will say they have the same. Let's put it this way: a lot of the shareholders of GameStop are similar shareholders to AMC. Yeah, but if AMC is moving up in price, does that automatically mean that GameStop has to move up in price? Why would you put in a buy order for AMC if you think you're going to buy GameStop today? You don't buy both at the same time. You don't sell both at the same time. Do you really? I don't think so. I don't quite get it. Is it a meme thing? Are we in the middle of a little upward movement on meme stocks? Like, for example, Bed Bath & Beyond, which was a very heavily associated stock with GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, for another one, to give you another example. These stocks were all talked about in the same breath back in December, January, February of early this year, when we had the big breakout of these markets. They're all up. So we've got Bed Bath & Beyond up $1.09 a share to $28.33. We have BlackBerry up 24 cents to $10.54. Are they up because GameStop is up, because AMC is up? Now we have Robinhood at $56 a share, only up 99 cents now, by the way, where this morning it was as high as $59.95. But Robinhood has been just meandering lower and lower and lower all after, like just in pennies. It's now dropping off here. But was that part of the reason? Like, it did well and that brought speculative dollars into our stocks? I can't. I'm trying to give you an answer, and I can't. I'm guessing. Anybody have any thoughts? You let me know. What do you think? Why is GameStop, do you think, going up today? I mean, really, what would cause GameStop to rise $12 a share? Was it oversold? Maybe in the last 2 weeks. Because last Friday, not the Friday we just had, but the Friday before, we were at 161. And the Friday before that, we were in the 180s, 190s. So we've had several weeks here of a downdraft on the stock. Is it now? We've gone from this that 300 range back in early mid June, late June, early July, and then just drifted, just went too far too fast. Finally, there's a reversal. I wonder. I really do. It's at 163.70. We'll not complain about it, but this isn't a $20 move today, and there is no news to tell you about that I can see. But I wonder what's causing it for sure. And if this is just a dead cat bounce, if this is a little rally, a little false rally, the shares are going to drift into the 150s again next week or later this week. Is this a good time to write call options against GameStop? Should you, as a GameStop shareholder, be writing 170s, 175s, 180s that expire this Friday or maybe next Friday? You're writing very high premium priced contracts that you're just trying to take advantage of the depreciation gain on. Is that what you should be doing? Today it's up 11.93. Will it be down 11.93 tomorrow, or up another 11.93? There you have the question. Well, welcome to the difficult world of picking stocks. Sometimes when there's nothing to justify what is happening and why it's happening and what it's going to do. ATIP, I'm happy about this. ATIP is at $4.59 a share. It's up 21 cents. It has reached $4.75 today, even hit $4.82 for a while. We have a new CEO that will take over this company because the old CEO has been given the boot. You could call it a resignation. You can call it a parting of the ways. I call it he got fired. And I like this move. This is telling me as an observer, the overlords of this company have decided that these are the wrong people. We have the wrong person leading this company at this point in time. We need a change. We need to write another direction. And they've decided to eliminate the existing CEO without waiting for another CEO to take over. Interesting. So I like this. This is a sudden, dramatic move. It's telling the street that the top people who own most of the stock, we're not happy with how it's going. We look for a change. Well, I like that. That's what I want to hear. I want the top shareholder to be proactive in something positive here. So let's see what happens with ATI. I don't think it's going to take long. This I do not think is going to take long. I think they've got a short list and they're going to zero in on my hunch. Anyway, that's just my guess. SoFi today, $16.80 a share right now, up 8-9 cents. The high was the opening. The high was right at that bell we got going at $17.32 a share. Beautiful. Pre-market was already $17 a share. Couldn't hold it more than 20 minutes. And in the first 2 hours, we dropped to the low of the day, which was $16.56. And we're now at $16.78. So you can tell we've done nothing since about 10:45 this morning. We've got nothing going on. We've been up all day. We've been ahead of the curve pretty well all day. We've been down a little bit here and there, but stock's up most of the day today. But it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. The company is coming out though on Thursday with financials and their conference call. Question will be, as I've been speculating now for the last week and a half, are we going to rise up a little bit and a little bit more in price coming into this earnings release? Is the whisper rumor out there about what they might be saying a positive whisper rumor that could cause the shares to gain momentum beyond what we have now? Remember, we were a month ago exactly here. We were just under this price a month ago. It's been a month that we've been between here and about $14.80 a share. This is where we've been stuck. This is the first time today, though, that we broke $17 in over a month. So that is a positive. But got to tell you, we really need a run back to that $18, $19, $20 range to break out of this funk we've been in since about let's say, late June. It's been like 6 weeks of not a lot to get happy about. So can we get out? Now, we have volume on SoFi. This is good news. 13.6 million. Yeah, we got volume on. Had a good couple hours, first hour this morning. But will this news coming out later this week with perhaps some I'm not sure, a forecast maybe, or an indication of here's how it's going, and we're really happy about this, and we're really expanding. We're going to up our guidance. Would they do that? Could they up guidance this Thursday after the bell? How much? If that's coming, if that is truly coming, an upward guidance revision to surprise the street, that the street thought, well, we thought they had a shot at getting so many customers by the end of the year, and these guys come out and go, nah, based on what we're doing, we think we're going to be way up here. That could be a very positive move for SoFi, like really good, because that will change analytics in a lot of bloggers' minds. It'll make them go, oh, wait a minute, no, this thing is actually should be trading at 30, shouldn't be trading down here at all. We'll see. All right, time will tell. Anyway, that's covering a few things. Matterport 1539. I can't complain. It's a 17-cent gain. The low was 14.90. The high is 15.47. So we have a 57-cent range. We're at 15.39. We're on the upper end of the range here on 431,000 shares. Only 431,000 shares. There doesn't seem to be anyone in a hurry to get out of this stock. But there doesn't seem to be a zillion people in a hurry to get into the stock. And I have to think that the reason for it is not enough people are learning today what Matterport is all about yet. Many of you have told me, oh, I love this Matterport. I've seen it. I've used it. I've seen it on Zillow. I've seen it on real estate listings. I've seen it. Yes, this is spreading nicely. They are coming up with financials later this week. I'm hoping they come up with forecast, maybe enhanced forecasting. But this story, this stock and its story is going to continue to spread out. But is it the kind of promotion we're going to see that is just going to make the stock go up about 25 cents to 50 cents a week for weeks and weeks and weeks? Is that how it's going to go? Or is there going to be a moment in time where the stock gets written up by one particular analyst, whoever it is, one particular analyst says something about this stock that creates a shockwave of activity, millions of shares of interest, and then it sort of memes out from there. Could that happen here? I am curious about that myself. I'm hopeful. It's certainly capable. The company is, the fact that they're in 150 countries now, they're no longer, this is a company that doesn't need to kind of discover if they can make money or not, or discover if their product works or not. No, they know it works. They know that it just needs penetration into the market, which is what they're getting. The question now is how much, how fast, how far can it go? And will there be any analysts on Wall Street or elsewhere that'll go, wow, this thing is a sleeping giant. This is going to be a game changer in this space, and this space is a lot more lucrative than you folks out there have an inkling about. Well, can't wait to hear it. That kind of a breakout announcement, that kind of breakout news could pop this to 23, 25 bucks a share, which of course for all of us here, all of you who are following me, you see this at $25, $28 a share. Every single one of you are going to be making money on this. Some of you will be making a lot of money on this stock because of that kind of a move. The upside of the company could be $200 a share, but at 2025, you guys are already going, I'm looking great. And that's the best part. The best thing about it that it just makes me so happy and excited, because I know that on all of these SPACs that I've talked to you about now for upwards of 4 or 5 months or longer, they don't need to do a lot to make you guys a ton of money. If they go to where they can go in the long run, oh well, will you be that patient and wait that long? Can you guys hold a stock that you're up so much money on? Can you keep riding a winner that long? It's going to be a test of wills, because obviously when you see a stock take a run and it's the first time you've had such a home run ball handed to you on a silver platter, you kind of go, I got to cash this in. This is too irresistible to not cash in. But we'll find out what's going on. All right. 23andMe 902, FWAA, Fifth Wall. 12.46 up 35 cents. High of the day 12.50. No complaints here. 24,000 shares traded. Let me repeat that. 24,000 shares traded, up to 35 cents a share. That's a 3% gain at 12.46 a share on 24,000 shares. There is Fifth Wall Acquisition is going to have their shareholder meeting on the 23rd of August. They're going to be known as Smart Rent. This stock is, there is nothing for sale. There is nothing, because everyone who's in this thing, who knows about they know what Smart Rent is all about. They know all about what's going to happen with it. This is not a mystery to the shareholders. I just sit here and look at this stock day after day, week after week, and I ask myself, when this thing goes, like, if the outside market wants in on this story, there isn't enough stock to go around, because those who have it are not coughing it up at 12.46. Look, if you bought it at $10 on the initial offering, you're up 24.6% on your SPAC. They're not selling. What does that tell you? They're not giving it up. It's had its fluctuations. Yeah, 20, 40 cents, whatever. Nothing goofy though. It's just being held by, I have to admit, as compared to ATIP, the Fifth Wall acquisition, the way those shares were distributed at $10 a piece on the SPAC compared to the way ATIP was distributed, I think you have here a group of investors who own this stock, who were very well coached and educated by the brokerage firm to say, I'm going to have you buy this stock. I want you to buy this Fifth Wall acquisition, and let me tell you a story as to why you want to have it. And they bought into the initial management of the company, which is legit. Then they found out the deal very quickly behind it. They found out what the deal was, and they all went, "Oh yeah, I'm not selling this stuff. This isn't a flip for me. This is not a flip." A flip would have been, well, 10 to 12. I'll take a quick couple of bucks. I'm out of here. Yeah, some people did that. They're long gone. Those who have this now are sitting back going, "Oh yeah, this Smart Rent. Yeah, this is a winner. This is a huge winner." I'm excited. I'm really pleasantly pleased that the announcement of the August 23rd date was made public, that it just came out. I'm thrilled it's this soon. I thought it would be late September or October. Here we are in August. This is great. So watch out for that one. A VACQ, Vector Acquisition, of course. We're up 14 cents a share at 10.26. I mean, Vector is going to be Rocket Lab on the 20th of August, and this could become one of the most actively traded stocks and could become a meme stock, because they're going to be compared to Elon Musk's SpaceX company. I think that for whatever reason, Rocket Lab is already being compared to SpaceX, and I can say that Rocket Lab is drowning in orders. They are way behind. Well, I won't say behind. They got a waiting list, probably by design, not because they can't deliver it. They've designed their company to accept orders to launch satellites, many satellites, and they got a waiting list a mile long for their services. And this is tremendous. I mean, you got a company here that's about to get a bunch of money with this merger, and the pipe financing behind it. So Rocket Lab's going to have plenty of capital to start launching satellites, and of course, every satellite they launch, they immediately get paid for it. So there's no 2 years waiting to get paid for projects. They're lining it up. I'm very optimistic about the Rocket Lab trading once we get going. And 379,000 traded today. We're at 10.29. We're up 17 cents. The all-time high is 15.15. So, it's right in this zone. It's closer to 10. Okay, good for you. Gives you a chance to get in here before this deal closes. But this deal closes, and Rocket Lab is going to become a very heavily traded stock. I just sense a whole lot of anticipated interest in this deal. Anyway, we'll see what's going on. Let's go from there. NSH nav site. We know that that Spire is happening on the 13th, and that is in 4 days, the end of the week. So that's finally coming together. And Sextra, we're waiting to hear this week. I think it's tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday. They're doing show and tells. We'll see how the stock reacts in the next couple of days with all of that. Is it I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think so. We'll see what that's all about. IBM heartbreaker 141.14 down $1.30 a share. Dow Jones down 93 points. Microsoft down $1.23. Apple down 13 cents. Tesla up $15.69. And the Royal Caribbean down $1.24. A little better than this morning's low. Low today was 75.82. Now 77.68. A little recovery on cruise lines, but that don't put too much stock in that. Amazon down $7.44 a share. Facebook down $1.90. Alphabet, which is Google, up $22 a share to $27.62 now is where we're at. There you go. That's where we're sitting on this market. Just me ranting away and what's going on. Interesting to see what happens. We'll keep an eye on things. Thank you for being here today. Appreciate all of you popping by. And it's good to have you catch up with me. Yep. Let's see. Looking at some comments here. Folks saying hello. I say hello back. Nice to have you here. Let's see. What else we got here? Excuse me. Uncle Bruce, I sold a put for 10. I sold a put for 10 premium for a 1750 strike, so I can get it for 750. Okay, you sold a put contract for $10, 1750 strike, so you can get it for 70. Expiry is December 2020. Why haven't they assigned me? Stock's 850, and I offered to buy it for 1750. Okay, well, the holders of the contract, well, whoever you sold the contract to, or whoever else owns contracts, it's their they're not obligated to exercise anything. They have the option to do. That's why it's called a stock option. This is a put option. It's a stock put option. So they have the ability, but not the obligation to exercise whenever they feel they want to do it. So you sold the put to say, I'm prepared to buy the stock at 1750. Now I'm assuming you're probably talking about, what is it? No, it's not 850. Which one are you talking about? I'm not even sure. 850 a share. So I don't even know what stock this is. But anyway, you got paid $10. I guess you're ahead of the curve right now. You don't mind buying it for 1750. You've got 10 of it now. You only need the remaining cash, which is $7.50 a share. They're trading at $8.50. You immediately sell them, you make a buck. But Clayton, the put buyer has until the expiry to call the shot, and who knows if the person who bought your put still owns your put contract. They may have resold it in the open option market, like anyone can, and so it's possible that down the road here in the next few months and weeks, your contract and all the other contracts that turn over as the stock fluctuates. As far as you're concerned, the higher the shares go, the better off you are, because if the shares go up in price, you're locked in for a $7.50 net cost to you, right? You got $10 given to you up front. You're on the hook for $17.50 over here. You got $10 of that $17.50 sitting in your hand right now, whatever hand I'm talking about. So you only need $7.50 a share to buy and exercise your contract. If the shares go to $12.50, what do you care? You're a happy guy, because if you buy them at $17.50, less the 10 they gave you already, you're only coming up $7.50, and they're trading at $12.50. You're up $5 a share. It's beautiful. The contract that you sold at 10, if the shares go to $12.50, they won't be trading at 10 anymore. They'll be worth maybe $6, $6.50. You could just buy your contract back, and you score the difference between what you got for your contract, $10, versus what you're going to pay for it to get it back, $6.50. There's a $3.50 gain on an obligation that you never had to deal with. That would be the big win for you. That's the biggest win for you. The higher the shares go and the lower the put contract is worth, the richer you are. Now, you can't make more than $10 on that contract because you only got $10 given to you on that contract. Still, what's wrong with taking $1,000 on one contract, not buying a stock because it went up in price? Thank you very much. So, write it out. Let's see what happens. Interesting. Yes, if we get a good thing about options, you can roll your calls up, locking in gains, and sell higher calls against them, which will offset any. Yes, you can do that. Let's see. What else have we got going on here? Let's go. What else is going on here? Yeah, I have some XYXT warrants today show up in my portfolio by themselves. Anyone knows what's up with that? If you had shares of the SPAC before the merger, as of the record date, apparently the way the deal went down at the end of it was for every 3 shares you owned, you were gifted or dividended or handed 1 warrant. So if you had 300 shares, you got 100 warrants. You had 100 shares, you got 33 warrants. You had 30 shares, you got 10 warrants. And that's a gift to you. These are yours to do with as you please. You can sell them in the open market and just take the money, or you can hold them for a while. And if the shares go up in price, you can gain, the warrants will gain in value, just like a stock option. This is like a stock option, except that you don't have 100 share obligations per contract. What you have here are contracts that are one warrant each, and you can buy 1 more share of Sextera anytime you want between now and I guess the 2026 for $11.50 a share. So if the shares go to $12, you can buy stock from the entity itself, from the treasury of the company for $11.50. Or you can just sell the warrant on the open market because it has its own following, and you can just cash out. Now, if the shares do go up in value, the warrants will go up in value, which makes them more valuable to you, more cash to you. But right now, if you sell them for about $1.70 or $1.80, somewhere in that neighborhood, it's like getting a 60-cent a share gift for your stock from way back when. Whatever you paid for your stock, you're being handed 1/3 of a warrant, and if the warrant trades at $1.80 divided by 3, 60 cents per share, or $1.80 per warrant, which is $1.80 for every 3 shares you have. That's what's being handed to you on a silver platter. It's a gift, and thank you very much. You can sell it now or hold it as long as you want. It's all good. Can't go wrong with the timing on that. Let's see here. Yeah, similar to a stock option, exactly what it is. Let's see. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Fantastic. And First Sergeant Richard, hey, thanks for the donation there, buddy. Just doing a drive-by hello to an old friend. Get a cup of Joe on me, Bruce. Oh, thanks, First Sergeant. Appreciate that, buddy. Fat fingers, sheesh. It's all good, buddy. No problem. Thank you, and thank you for wishing Jen, Auntie Jen, a happy birthday. It's her birthday today. Absolutely. Thank you all for that. Thanks, Uncle B. You got it, you guys. Thank you guys for popping in and saying hello. What are your thoughts on writing a SoFi $15 put contract for August 27th? That would be right at the end of this month. Let me take a look. On the option chain, from what I can see right here, the 27th, excuse me, a $15 a put on SoFi is showing 45 to 47 cents right now. So if you were to write the put, you're obligating yourself to buy 100 shares at $15 a share. You're getting 46 cents a share right now in cash. So you've got to come up with a difference, $14.55 or $1,455. If the shares do not go under $15 between now and the 27th of August, they stay above that price, that contract will die worthless, and you can keep the $460 or $46 per contract as a free gift. Absolutely. If you write a 1550, you can get 65 cents a contract, or 65 cents a share, $65. Or if you write a $16 contract, put contract, you'll get about 85 cents. That's $85 a contract for 100 shares. That's the way to play it. You can go about 8. You can go to 1650. You'll receive $1.07 to $1.10. If you wrote a 17, you would get 133 to 139. Now that obligates you to pay 17, but take the 133 away, you're paying 1567 for 100 shares by writing the 17. If you write an 18, you'll get about $2. You're on the hook for $16 a share, which is 87 cents less than what the current price is on the market. Coming back to that 15, obviously getting 45 cents a share, you're paying $14.55 for a stock that's trading right now. You'll be paying $14.55 for a stock that's trading at $16.88. If the shares drop more than $2.30 something cents, then you will have not made anything or lost anything. If the shares go lower than that, they go down to $14, you have to pay 15, but you got 45 up front. You're paying $14.55 for a stock that's trading at $14. You're down 55 cents a share. So there's risk, but there's also reward depending on how you do it. I don't mind this deal. The further out you go, the higher the premium gets, though. That's for sure. All right. Let's see. What else have we got going here? GameStop right now, 162.20 is where we're at right now. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What else is going on? Thank you for popping in and seeing me today. Appreciate it. I'm going to go over here to turn the comments over to members only. Thank you for non-members for popping in here and joining us. Great to have you here as always, and look forward to, if you want to come, hope you decide to become a member of the channel. That'd be terrific. I'd love to have you here as a member of the channel. And there we go right there. Thank you, everybody. Members only has been engaged. Thank you for being members of this channel. Get to use the emojis and make comments for the rest of the show here today. Thank you, everybody. There we go. And we'll get that over there. We'll get that over there. We're over there. Excellent. Thank you for the thumbs ups. We have 224 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. Appreciate the momentum that those generate to us. 1686 on SoFi right now, up 15 cents at the moment in time. Alrighty. The Dow down 90, S&P down 2, NASDAQ up 33. It's a mixed market. Oil down 147 a barrel. There you go. Guys, thank you for popping through. Members only. James Gunn, thanks, James, for becoming a member. It's exactly what I was hoping would happen. Love it when new members join us. Thanks for becoming part of the gang today and joining us. This is fabulous. Love it. And Anti-PC is saying, Matterport is reminding me of the cliffhanger game on The Price is Right now. That's a great game. Just don't go too high. Oh, man. Let's see. Do you think that a CYXT $10 call is a good idea if it's 55 cents? Well, it's a cheap way to try to play the stock, of course. If the shares, CYXT shares, if management does what I hope they do, which is to expose the upside of this company and really promote it. Even if they get the stock to, let's say, $11, those contracts will be worth $2. You'll almost quadruple your money. So, Ed, $55 bet is what you're making. So, yeah, I mean, you got some money to throw around. Why not? If you can afford, say, 750s, they're in the money right now by, what, $1? I'm not sure what they're trading for, but if you can afford 750s, you'll get a much better upward reward. Obviously, the shares go up $1 from here. You're $1 more in the money. that's a good thing. If they go to $11, you've got a 350 contract on your hand, book value plus premium. You'll probably be trading about $4.5. That's a nice return right there. Okay. Anyway, there you go. Just now checking in, Uncle Brees. I've been really busy these days. I thought of you and Auntie Jen this morning as I was listening to the song "Let 'Em In" by the Wings. Auntie Jen popped up in the song. Interesting stuff. Welcome, James, to the group. Welcome, James. Let's see. Happy birthday to Jen. I missed that part of the morning show. Yeah, it's Auntie Jen's birthday today. Fantastic. What happens to the warrant if I don't sell it and it didn't indicate to buy the stock in the warrant? At the end, it just expires worthless. It'll have no value if you don't exercise it. If you don't sell it to somebody else, you lose whatever value it could have had. Obviously, in the last few months of its life, if the stock is not over $11.50 a share, if that were to be the case, the warrant would have no value. But right now, the warrant has a 5-year life expectancy. It is a long time to live, which is a long time for CYXT to, do something. So obviously, if CYXT went to $15 a share in 6 months, with 4.5 years left on that warrant lifeline, and it's $3.50 in the money, or $4.50 in the money at that point, $3.50 in the money, it could be trading at like $6-7. I mean, so theoretically, this 170, 180 warrant you have could be worth a lot more money if your stock goes up to that level. I mean, so it can be a nice little return. Just saying. Used to be VJC. I think it was, yeah, at one point. Anyway, there you go. Let's see what else is going on. Welcome, James. Welcome. Can't complain because ME's green today. ME is green today. It's up 30 cents. It's at $9. It's holding the $9 gain at the moment, although it's been backing off all afternoon here, having hit the high in that 957 range. It was a lot nicer looking there. But it has backed off. SoFi 1685. It backed off too, but it's coming back on again, up 14 cents. GameStop 161.94, trying to push 162 again, up $10. ATIP is up 17 cents to 455. It had a higher run and it's backed off, and now it's kind of flatline. AMC holding a gain of $1.82 going into the end of the day, which is 13 minutes from now, and then we get financial results not too far out. Will the results coming out from AMC, will they be encouraging enough to encourage the street, the AMC army, to want to buy up a bunch of this stock? How will that play out? I don't know. We don't know what the numbers are. Matterport 1550 up 28 cents, looking much better today. This is just short of the high of the day on 472,000. So we'll be happy with this. Certainly happy with this. ME at 9. Fifth wall 1244, and the Vector up 17 to 1029. Navside up a penny, 9.99. Sextera down 29 cents to 8.49 a share. IBM down $1.19, breaking all the hearts of the world. 109 is the point drop on the Dow, unfortunately, and S&P down 4. Now, job openings, there was a report today that said there were 10 million job openings in the United States right now. And that caused interest rates to go up. Not officially, but bond prices changed a bit, and the 10-year Treasury note ran up a little bit. And the question is, why would the yield on the 10-year Treasury note go higher if there are 10 million job openings? Well, it is an indication going forward in time. The thinking is in our minds, well, there's 10 million job openings. That means that anyone who wants a job will probably be able to find one. At least certainly 96% of the population that wants to go to work will be able to go to work. The question, obviously, in my mind has been, will the 96% want to go to work in work that was available in the past? Maybe not. And that is where this whole shift is coming up. But on the interest rate front, the traditional investors out there, the old school people, are thinking, well, 10 million job openings could possibly mean that if this infection variant thing gets knocked off a bit, we could have a lot of pickup in the economy. And if we get a pickup in the economy with, even with 5 of the 10 million jobs filled out this year, and next year there's only 5 million openings, and maybe the year after that there's only 2 million openings, we get that number down a long way. That's going to really raise the employment level of the country, which could increase the productivity and GDP numbers of the country, therefore possibly incurring higher inflation costs, maybe, because more money chasing fewer products. You've noticed car prices have gone up, other prices have gone up. That's inflation, and if that embeds, that goes higher. Well, that would make the Fed, the Federal Reserve of the United States, raise interest rates to try to calm the economy down if it overheats. But right now, the Fed is saying we're going to keep pumping the system with cash because we don't have enough economic activity. Now, one way to measure successful monetization and the pumping up of economy, one way to figure out if it's working or not is, are there more job openings? And yes, there are. When there are more job openings, that's telling the bankers, the Federal Reserve people, well, with 10 million job openings, we are certainly encouraging business to expand, aren't we? But on the other hand, they're going, wait a minute, this is artificial. This isn't because of low interest rates, the 10 million job openings. The 10 million job openings really are the reopening of the economy. That's really what's creating the job openings, because we lost 20 million jobs when the economy shut down. We're just coming back here. We haven't come back to the levels of the 2019 employment. The total number of people that were working in 19 are not equal to the number of people working today. It's lower today. So the Fed is going, let's not read too much into this. It's good to see that. There's a demand for employees. Great. But let's see in the next 3 months if this has any effect or not. Because if in 3 months from now we still have 10 million job openings and we've created 2 million new jobs, we might be finally witnessing an expansion of the economy as opposed to a recovery of the economy. Well, we're not fully recovered yet. We got to get 8 million jobs recreated or refilled before we get back to 19 timeframe. And don't forget another problem. That is, the so-called economy is growing all the time, and more people should be entering the workforce every month naturally. Kids growing up, high schoolers, becoming college students, becoming graduates, coming into the workforce. So in reality, shouldn't we have 5 million more jobs now in 2022-23 than we would have had in 18-19, just from that natural growth curve? I know in China, the problem they've had there, the objective there is they had to create like 10 million jobs a year to handle all the children growing up, going into the workforce. I mean, it was just a growing workforce in China. People living longer, working longer, and more coming in. They had to create 10 million jobs to hold the unemployment level at the same level. In the US, not quite so crazy, but it's still on an annual basis, and after 2 or 3 years, it's several million more jobs that must be created to maintain a low unemployment rate. And so there's the bankers are going, yeah, one number is not the be-all and end-all here. There are many factors we have to consider to figure out whether an economy is overheating, not overheating, underperforming perhaps rather than performing. How can we help the economy to keep performing? One way, keep interest rates low so that mortgages are cheap. Car loans are cheap and affordable. Furniture loans are cheap. Getting new appliances for the house, cheap money. You want to keep the money free, or as free as possible, to keep people spending, because if they fear higher rates coming, they pull back. They immediately stop and go, we're going to have to wait a while before we buy a new car because interest rates have gone too high. Now, what is that number? When? How? That we have to wait and see. But in the meantime, this is what we're following right now. All right. Can't complain. Let's see what's going on. Let's go. What have we got going? The close, 160 on the GameStop right now. There you have it. Uncle Bruce and is buying early options out of the money. I'm not asking for much, just $40 for some beer. Oh, I got you. Okay, let's see what happens. Where are we at now? We're up down 120 on the Dow, unfortunately. S&P is down 5 points. Nasdaq up 21. It's a mixed day. We're coming into the last 5 minutes of the day here. We're at 1687 or 88 on SoFi, up 17 cents. Got just a little uptick at the end here. We've got Robinhood up $1.74 at 56.89. GameStop 160.26 coming down a little on the end of the day here. ATIP at 454 up 16 cents. AMC dropping towards the end here, 33.80. We were just up around 34.88. Now we're at 33.76. We dropped $1 in a hurry in the last 10 minutes on AMC. 66 million shares today, very quiet compared to what we did in the past. Matterport up 27 cents to 15.48. 23andMe 8.96, under $9, up 26 cents on the day. Fifth Wall up 44 cents to 12.55, getting stronger here. Vector going up 10.38, up 27 cents, pushing 10.42 for the high of the day. Might do it. 10.39 right now, another penny higher. Navsite up a penny. Cyxtera down 28 cents. So we got going on. The Dow down 114 points. Coming into the last 3 minutes of the day. Well, let's just see how it all comes out, folks. Interesting, yeah. Thank you all for being here today. Let's see. I'm happy to see it above 150. Decent day all around. Yep. It's been all right. I mean, it's a green day for the most part for what we're following. The only SPAC that's down is Cyxtera. Everything else we follow is higher, although I have to admit that the Navsite's only up a penny, but still. That's what's happening here. But the big markets are mixed, and interest rates are doing what they're doing, and there's uncertainty here and there, but that's the way the market is. Yeah. Have you recently read any new news on Nav's site? I read something about Spire Global. They nailed a contract last week. They announced that they had been awarded a contract from the European Union, some kind of a satellite communication contract of some kind. I didn't read the gory details. It didn't have any dollar figures, so I couldn't get into it. But Spire is continuing to expand out and grow. I know that a NAV site on Friday will no longer exist. It'll be Spire. So next week, Spire will be, the symbol will be SPIR for your NSH symbol. NSH will disappear. Spire will be the new one, probably starting on the Monday. So we'll see what's going on. Bruce, what should I do with my ATIP 1250 November options? I'm currently down 95% right now. There isn't much you can do. The stock at 453, although higher today, and although showing a sign of life by getting to 482, highest price in over a week and a bit, we are better now on ATIP than we've been in the last couple of weeks, but it has still been a rough one going through here. And the CEO was canned over the weekend, gone. So we know changes are coming to the company. The question is how fast, how dramatic, and does that make much of a difference to the stock? Unlikely that the shares will go back to $9 or $10 in the next week or two. That's unlikely. I think the best we can hope for ATIP in the immediate future, next 30 days, would be maybe a $6 range, $5.50, $6.50, something like that. From there, the company has to update us with positive news, like we've been hiring 300 people a month to join us, or we've added another 30 locations, or here goes the bell, or we're really firing on all cylinders. For the shares to reach $10 to $12 again, they're going to have to be involved in a major takeover where either they're being bought out or they're buying somebody else out. And I don't know if that's what on their wheelhouse right now. I think right now on their wheelhouse is a new CEO, a new investor relations department in a hurry, like now. They've fired the CEO on the weekend, so they're not screwing around. They've made moves. There might be other management leaving. which could give the street confidence to say, I'm buying this. I'm going to buy this at 450 because I think it can go to 650, 750 in the near future. But no one is talking 1250 in the near future. So your contracts are going to stay very low for a while yet. But you do have until November. The question is the next 30 days, then the next 30 after that, then the next 30 after that. We'll see what's going on. It's all I can tell you today. It's all to be as honest as I can be about it. 350,000 volume on ME. The price didn't budge. Welcome to the world. ME, the 896 last trade, up 26 on the day. I think we're closed, right? Are we done? I think so. The bells have gone. We're done for the day. We lost about 106 points or so on the Dow. That's what we have here. Final trades. Hood, Robinhood 56.83 up $1.82. SoFi at 16.91 up 20 cents. GameStop 160.92 up 9.15 a share. ATIP 458 up 20 cents. AMC $1.08 gain, 33.78 last trade. Matterport 15.51 up 29 cents. ME 8.96 up 26. Fifth Wall up 44 cents to 12.55. Vector up 24 to 10.36. Navsite up a penny, and Sextera down 28 cents. All but Sextera went up today. Not bad. There's the bell. That's the deal. That's what happened. Here we go. Now let's see what's going on next. Good to see ATIP over 450. GameStop over 1. I agree. These are a couple of psychological trading points. Really happy to see it myself. Now we want to see if there's follow through tomorrow, the day after. GameStop 160.92, now at 160.78 in the aftermarket. We're waiting now for AMC. AMC will be reporting financials right after the bell here. We're going to see what they have to say. Just how are their numbers looking for the last quarter? Is there any indication being given regarding its future? Whatever is going to happen. 34.03 is the price of the AMC shares. As I see it, 34.10 up 32 cents on the aftermarket here. We traded 29,000. We're 34.10 on the aftermarket. We closed out at 33.78. Okay, waiting to hear any news from the company. What are they going to talk about? Time will tell. All right. Let's go. What else we got? Hope that January options to make up for some of my losses on ATIP. What did SoFi close at? 16.91 today. I have that ATIP November call for 10. I got no hope of it getting green, but I think I can hold it. Maybe they give an earnings early enough in October. I think to give something, but anything's possible, Carlos. The ATIP thing, there several things have to happen, and they're happening now. They're already beginning to happen corporately, executive wise. There's stuff happening there. I can imagine that there are people walking on pins and needles on eggshells in that head office, wondering who's next, who's getting axed. Because I think that at the hedge fund where they put this deal together, there's outrage there, real upset people, and they are looking for blood, and they're making changes to make things better, and they will. There's too much money on the line. This company has too much potential to have what's going on here continue. So the stock is reflecting already, I think, some folks on the street going, I'm going to buy this. I'm getting in now. They've been buying up since $2.81, $3 range, now $4.50. They're still buying it. And they know what's coming, or they think they know what's coming. I think the best buy really is actually ATIP. SoFi would be my third or fourth choice right now, says Splur. I'm thinking the same for ATIP and MT, but throwing in VACQ and FWA, only 100 for my part every month. Thumbs up for Uncle Bruce for keeping us sane during these drops. Let's see what the earnings have to say from AMC. The Fortress people are not going to be messed with there. You got that right. I'm putting everything into Hood. Not flesh infection. I hope so. I have a large amount of January 1250s and 15s. Thank you, Splair. I'm agreeing with that. What you're saying, says Amber. 34.05 last trade on the aftermarket on AMC. We're awaiting the results on AMC. Even on the TV, they're talking about it. Let's see what AMC has to say for themselves regarding their their latest quarter financials. Cheers, all of you from Stock Markets with Bruce. All of you who are watching me from around the world, pleasure to have you here. I'm in Creston, British Columbia. It's a gorgeous sunny day today. We had rain this weekend. The skies have been cleaned out. The air has been cleaned out. The rain washed it all away. I can see mountains all around us again, but we are going into another heat wave later this week, and it may get smoky again because the fires have not been put out. They have been dropped down a lot, but they're still around, and they're going to get worse again, I'm sorry to say. So hopefully we get more rain down the road. There is more in the forecast about a week from now. I just hope it spreads all over BC and we get some real rain. But boy, I know our friends down south need it badly. Rain in California is needed. Reservoir levels are incredibly low. Oregon needs rain. Washington needs rain. Idaho, Montana, Utah, you guys need rain. I mean, Great Salt Lake is way down. We need rain out there. Cheers, Uncle B. Thank you, Amber, so much. Cheers, Bruce, to all of you. Something tells me the AMC apes will not care what the earnings say one way or the other. Well, we'll see. Still waiting for AMC. The 10-year note, 132.4, or 1.324 on the rate. That was as low as 1.11 a week and a bit ago. So there's some concern here. I'm going to sell everything by GameStop and SoFi, says damn it, Jim. Cheers, Uncle B. Drinking a beer with all the Bagel Gang. Cheers to all of you guys. Way to go. Thank you so much for being here today with me as we await AMC's numbers. Waiting to hear what they have to say. 33.93 last trade on the stock. 34 now, 34.05. It's jumping about a bit here. Waiting for AMC to speak. 97,000 traded on the aftermarket on AMC. GameStop closed at 160.92, I think. Trading at 160.85 on the aftermarket at this point, from what I can tell you. Let's see. What do we got here? News alert. News alert. Okay, there's talk about a new tax on companies with profits. Okay, it's typical stuff. It's been smoky here in Nebraska from all the fires west of us, kicking my asthma's bum, says Amber. You hang in there. For some reason, I've got Vertiv Holdings on my SPAC list. I can't for the heck of it remember where I got this from. Looks like it merged some time ago. Looking strong. I have no idea. Dr. Walter, damn it, Jim, don't forget MTTR. John Jepson. Anyone here Ripple? I suppose go public early next year. What a monster. No idea. $34.10 on AMC. 105,000 traded at this moment. That's all I've got at this time. $34 waiting for AMC to speak. Nothing yet. As we are awaiting any financial news at all. Kev Lane, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I don't remember what's rain. What does that mean? Is that a theoretical thing where water falls out of the sky magically from some gray things up there? I don't know. It was. I had to admit, I was standing at my living room window looking out, going, "Wow, look at that rain! Wow, yeah, that's kind of cool. I haven't seen that for a while." Yeah, AMC conference call is at 5 o'clock Eastern. Right on. Waiting for results at any time, and they'll then go over those calls, over those numbers. I'm assuming. And it's magic rain. The rain in Germany was perfect to think about the cult rain, and I ended up with listening to Kiss. Okay, fair enough. Weird comment. It's all good. 34.04 on AMC on 120,000 shares volume right now. Still waiting for a release. Will it come in the next 5-10 minutes? We're curious whether that happens or not. GameStop final trade 160.92 on the day, up 9.15 a share, and we're at 161 on the aftermarket, up 8 cents again. Very good. Anyway, yeah, let's see what's going on. I'm curious to see how the AMC will react, if there'll be much of a reaction. 122,000 shares traded on the aftermarket so far. GameStop aftermarket trading 1,100 shares on GameStop. There's no trading on GameStop. It's dead quiet. Super dead quiet right now. Okay. I'm here, man. I'm here. Thank you for the thumbs up so far. 282 from you guys. Thank you, guys. 282 thumbs ups. 3409 on AMC, up 31 cents on the aftermarket. 125,000 shares traded. Thank you for putting a little momentum on this show tonight. Appreciate that. And let's go back here. 161 even. Nice on GameStop. Yes, I'm doing one-on-ones this weekend. I'm opening up the schedule for this weekend. I'll have 4 spots open this weekend, but I think I've got 3 left right now. I think I have 1 already spoken for. I've already had one viewer contact me, so I've got 3 spots left. The timing of my one-on-ones are usually I do 10 in the morning Saturdays and Sundays, and 4 in the afternoon Saturday, Sunday, Eastern time, Saturdays and Sundays. At this point, so I have those are the 4, 2 on each day. But I think my 10 o'clock is gone for either Saturday or Sunday. I have to confirm that shortly. But I probably have 4 o'clocks available for Saturday and Sunday for sure this week, with 1 10 o'clock, but I don't know which one. Breaking news. One of the Fed governors says that they should announce tapering in September. This is what everyone's worried about, the tapering effect. And of course, immediately what people think about, it's all over, we're going to go back to 20% interest rates. No. The United States can talk all it wants about tapering, and I mean, and it does. It talks. Right now, the rates are 1.325 on the 10-year. But with Germany in negative territory and Europe in negative interest rates, the USA isn't going anywhere. It's just not. You cannot all by yourself go to a level above the market. It's just not going to happen. You're going to price your own company, your own country out of the market. Not going to happen. So we'll see. 1.327 on that 10-year note. It is climbing a little bit right now on futures. Because people actually think that this will happen. Anyway, I don't know about that. It's a whole bunch of nothing burger, in my opinion. 34.16, 34.18 on AMC now on 146,000 shares of volume. One of the Fed officials says that the Fed should starting to reduce purchases this fall. They're saying the Fed bond purchases no longer helping to create jobs. That's just one man's opinion, and this is not the chairman of the Fed. It's not the Fed itself. It's just a guy that is one of the governors, probably just putting out his own opinion. Anyway, we'll see how that plays out in the long run. It will create some kerfuffle here and there, but I don't know if it'll create that much. We'll see. Waiting on AMC now, 150,000 traded, 34.16. Up 38 cents in the aftermarket. Still waiting for AMC to release financials. Wondering if they're coming up in the next minute or two. We'll see what's going on. Did we talk about Cyxtera earnings? Have not talked about Cyxtera earnings. Waiting now for AMC earnings to come out here at this point. Okay, let me take a look over here. Quick peek. What's going on this side? Here we are. GameStop 160.90 right now. Right. Don't know who that is. 34.14 on AMC. Here we go here. And let's see what's going on over there. Cyxtera. We've got. We have a result. We have an announcement here from 7 a.m. this morning. Cyxtera. I'm just seeing it now. Second quarter, our team built on momentum recreated to 2020. The first quarter of this year began to deliver solid results, said the chief executive officer of Cyxtera. And their highlights: their total revenue increased by 2.2 million or 1.3% to $175 million. Recurring revenue increased to 167. Core revenue increased by 7% to 159. I have no idea what the difference is between any of these. Let's see. Highlights for the second quarter: continued positive sales momentum resulting in core bookings increasing by approximately 54% over the last year. Their average monthly churn of clients is 0.9%, very little. And secured a new 9 megawatt facility in Silicon Valley and announced capacity expansions in existing Silicon Valley and Chicago facilities. They've successfully extended the majority of the company's revolving credit facility with the strong support of the lender group to November 2023. And they're reducing their leverage ratio from 10 times to 8 times. Better financial position. They expect their total revenue of 681 to 702 million for 2021, and 217 to 223 million going forward. Let's see. Total revenues and transaction. Okay, transaction. I'm trying to read this on the fly, kids. Just bear with me here. I don't have numbers that I really want to read you. I'm just seeing these. This is a news announcement that's giving me all the fluff, but not the meat and bones. I really want to tell you what really is going on. I can't because I don't have it. They probably are going to talk about this later. The stock closed at $8.50, down 28 cents. Sorry, let me repeat that. It closed at $8.78 on the market. Cyxtera did. All right. Cyxtera closed at no. Hang on. What's going on here? It closed at $8.50 today. Pardon me. Down 28 cents on the day from $8.78 on Friday. All right. It's not trading in the aftermarket at this moment that I can tell you. There's no trades. $8.50 was the last trade. So that's what I have on Cyxtera. So that probably came out this morning. That might be telling us why the shares are where they are. On AMC, we're at 35.06, up $1.26 now on 342,000 shares. I think AMC is coming out with numbers. They must have come out because the stock is reacting dramatically. We were just in the last minute here, 34.50 to 35.50, 35.14 now, up $1.24 on 400,000, 34.93 up $1.13 on 414,000. Is trading quite aggressively here, 34.37 now, 34.03 up only 23 cents. Waiting on AMC's numbers. The television has nothing at this point, so they don't have any announcement at this point on CNBC. Okay, so let me keep going through here. Let's go. AMC has to play ads and previews for 30 minutes before they can release earnings. That's right. We need to go buy some more popcorn first. Go into the lobby, get some popcorn, get some more drinks, get some other snacks. It's just previews, and then we'll talk. We'll get to later. We'll get to the numbers later. Don't worry. It's just that's great. Davey, Bruce. Yeah. Well, that's just like your opinion, man. Yeah. 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 Thanks, Davey. Yes, sir. JG, my Goldman Sachs January $2,400 strike option. Looking pretty healthy, Uncle Bruce. Thank you. And I'm happy for you. I'm glad you took advantage of it. There were a few of my viewers who grabbed these. $3.99 on the stock. Looking all right. Hit a high 404 today. It's going to go higher. You're going to make money on this. I am thrilled about that. Aftermarket's up. It's up in the aftermarket again. Nice. AMC's going up. 34.49 right now. The results are out, they say, SoFi on Wednesday. Thought it was Thursday, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Thursday. Yeah, I think it's Thursday. MTTR is Wednesday. 34.57 now. 34.67 on AMC. Commercial on CNBC. Looking to see if any announcements have been made on AMC. Nothing yet. I don't have anything yet. Nothing yet. I don't see anything at this moment. Let's see. I keep getting it mixed up. Richie, thank you. Here you go, Bruce. AMC Entertainment Holdings, second quarter adjusted earnings per share, 71-cent loss. Beats the 93-cent loss estimated. Sales were $444 million, beat the $375 estimated. Thank you, Richie, for that. Appreciate it. All righty. So we've got better results than estimated. Still losing money, of course, but sales are higher than thought. Losses aren't as bad as thought. $34.85 on the stock right now, up $1.05 on 694,000 shares. It's up $1.05 to 34, now up to 85 cents, 34.65, jumping around all over the place. It's going to be a busy week this week, a very busy week this week. Okay, AMC now, 34.71, 34.70, 91 cents. On 718,000 shares. Not talking about it yet on TV. We'll see how that reacts when that television, they start talking about it there. How will that react on the aftermarket? We'll watch that closely. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Waiting on the results from AMC. All right. There we go. And there we go. All right. 34.35 up 55 cents on 770,000. And well, let's see what's going on. Closing bell back from their break. Waiting to see if AMC has any announcement here. Nothing yet. I haven't got one yet. Waiting for them to release it. Okay. 34.59 up 79 cents on the aftermarket on volume of 775,000 shares. Okay. We're going to be busy. We're going to be busy this week and next week, as always. They're interviewing some guy about retail trading, so they're not covering the story at this point in time. All right. Okay. And looking again for any press releases on the company, nothing official on any of these websites. So still waiting for that to come out. And let's see if we have anything here on AMC. Let's see if we get anything over here. Looking at Twitter right now to see if there's anything on AMC here. Earnings per share slingshot, it says earnings per share beat by 25 cents, beats on revenue. And that was one release. Let's see what's going on here. Numbers are in. AMC is up 3%. It's a revenue and earnings beat. Revenue is at $444.7 million, much higher than consensus. Okay. People are excited on Twitter, apparently. Earnings per share, 70. Here it is. There's the exact quote right here that I was just reading you. Very good, very good. Just got basic numbers only at this point. All righty. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we got that. We'll continue following forward here. They're on Yahoo Finance. Sales are up 2. They still lost money. That's right. And let's go here. Yeah, Apple beats projections and goes down. Nothing makes sense. Yes, I know. 34.30, 34.49 on AMC now, up 50 cents. Now it's 34.56, up 76. 886,000 shares traded at the moment. And that's it. That's what I've got. Sextera aftermarket, nothing, no aftermarket trading whatsoever. Got 0. GameStop aftermarket trading, 160.93 down 20 cents. Last trade on GameStop now, 161.13. They've adjusted it for the day. 34.87 now on AMC, up $1.07. 942,000 volume. What if the difference between Spire Global and Sextera, or what is the difference between Spire Global? Spire Global is a company that manages satellites in space. They handle data coming up to the satellite and get it back down again. They run an orbit, keep the orbits going. They handle all the information that the satellites handle. And I guess Sextera has a number of server farms that receive and send data up and back. So you got the ground people there, and then you got the folks up there, both are growing dramatically. The demand for satellites is unbelievable. The absolute demand for satellites, huge. All righty. AMC earnings call is going to be a 2.5 hour Broadway performance. Here we go. It's about to take off. And here it goes. 34.83 up $1. AMC, here we go. They're going to talk about it. We're not yet out of the woods, says the CEO. We're not yet out of the woods. The stock's $35.02, $35 on the open market now, as far as I can tell you, $35.13. Loss of 71 versus 91. They're going to have Adam on tomorrow at 9 a.m. He's going to be on. Adam Aaron, the CEO, is going to be, and chairman of the board, will be on the TV tomorrow morning. So that's what they got there. They're releasing the numbers on the bottom of the screen. 34.94, 34.95 last trade on the stock, up $1.15. And there you have it. That's what we've got here on 1.1 million volume. Amber Phillips, Uncle Bruce, you take care. Thank you. You take care too. All right, guys, it's Outer Banks binge time here. My 18-year-old. Don't get too many of these. More of these as I move her into the dorm on the 20th. Happy Green Day all. I don't get too many more of these as I move her into the dorm. Okay, I don't quite know what that means, but take care. 35.15 up $1.35 on 1.1 million shares on AMC. AMC now on television is showing 34.87. Not quite so good. Interesting how that runs around a bit. There you go. All righty. Yes, they're not yet out of the woods. They need to generate more revenue. They got to get their revenues up. They got to get to break even. Then they got to carry all that interest that they borrowed money on. What they need to be able to do is to sell stock from the treasury to raise money to pay off their bankers. That's what they need. But they can't do that because their shareholders will rebel against them at the moment. And they're in a catch-22. I don't know. 35, 37 now I'm showing on AMC. 35, 37 up $1.45. 1.2 million traded at this point. All right. So I can't see AMC winning, says Michael. Oh, there you go, Michael. That's been my kind of, my hunch on this is how can they win if you can't raise enough cash to pay off the bankers because you can't sell stock? How are you going to pay off the bankers? You're losing money. Generating $400 million in revenue, you're losing money, 71 cents a share. And it's not like they have 100 million shares out there. They have almost 500 million shares out there. So they're losing a lot of money. That is the trick of it. AMC has 513 million shares outstanding. If you're losing 71 cents a share in the quarter, you're losing $360 million in the quarter. But they only generated $444 million in total sales. So total revenue of $444 million, losing $360 million. How much do you have to generate gross to break even is the proverbial question. Even if they doubled their revenue to $900 million in a quarter, would there be enough margin in that $900 million gross revenue to not lose any money? If you generate $444 million and lose $360, I don't think doubling your income will eliminate your losses. You'll probably still lose money. So what is the number? Does the number have to be $2 billion a quarter to break even? Is it $1 billion? Is it $1.5 billion? Like, what's the number? And is it attainable? If the company lost $360 million because of debt financing costs, they've got to reduce their debt. And the only way they can reduce the debt is by issuing stock because they have nothing else they can issue. They can't sell their seats. They can't sell the signage. What are you going to sell to raise cash to pay off bankers? One thing only: stock. Now, if you can get away with issuing preferred stock that doesn't pay a dividend, or you can issue a preferred stock that is maybe convertible into common stock at $50 a share, and the preferred stock pays 2% interest, something really affordable, then you could, issue a ton of that to institutions, you hope, pay down the debt with that money and replace the 8, 10, 12, 14% interest you have that you're paying with 2% dividend on a preferred. That would be one way to do it. But the only other way to do it is to issue common stock that doesn't pay a dividend at all. And that is, no obligation to pay it back and to pay anything on it. But it would make the company a lot stronger if they could raise maybe $2 or $3 billion by issuing stock and pay the loans down. Then, your cost of being in business would drop dramatically. And that means if you can raise your ticket revenue to $500 million or $600 million a quarter, maybe you are already breaking even or making a buck or two. You're going to survive. But at this point, if you're going to burn off $350 million in a quarter, that's $1.5 billion a year you're losing. They have $2 billion in the bank, ballpark. This is good for a year and a quarter. Then that's it. There's no more money. Now what? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, that's right. Aaron added, AMC's journey through the pandemic is not finished. We're not yet out of the woods. However, while there are no guarantees what the future will bring in a still infectious impact, one can look ahead and envision the happy Hollywood ending. The story we would like to think that someday when a movie is filmed about AMC and COVID, the title would be one compelling word: recovery, but only time will tell. Exactly. Buy AMC puts or don't touch it. Oh, yeah, AMC puts. You can buy AMC puts. I've been saying to any of you who are shareholders, just write calls and take in these massive premiums that they've been handing you. But again, I just don't know. Happy birthday, Jennifer. Larry, thank you, Larry. Well, pass that on. Let's see. Catch you tonight. Yes, see you at 7 o'clock for the sponsor show. 8 o'clock on TWB for the big show, the big cruise and travel show tonight. 8 o'clock. 35.60, 35.95. It's gone higher. It's up $2. Hard to fill movie seats when everyone's doing remote activities. Even school desks are not filled. Hard to think of a solution. You can't Zoom call AMC for a movie. Exactly. It's exactly right. The variant on that virus variant, that's not good either. No, that's not good. 35.82 up $2 on 2 million shares. 35.85. So the shares are higher, but the company's got to raise money. They have got to raise money. Christina Yarber, happy birthday, Jen, and my Leo twin. My Leo twin. All right, now there you go. Fantastic. Yes. Well. I don't know. 35.80 up $2 a share right now on AMC. GameStop. In the meantime, is at 160.10, down $1.03, and so there's one going up, one going down, and that's where we're at right now. Okay. Yeah, time will tell here. Okay. Hey, Uncle Bruce, worth it to grab 100 shares of AMC to write options and bring in premiums? Oh man. You know what you could do is you could buy an in-the-money call on AMC maybe 3 months from now, way in-the-money call. It might cost you a lot less than $3,500. And then write calls against it. That'll reduce your exposure. And then you got less in the game, But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Here we go. I managed to average down my 100 AMC shares from 5,700 US to 3,700 in about 2 months by writing calls. I think that's one way to do it while it lasts. I agree. Absolutely. The bid-ask spread is interesting. AMC just broke 36.06, up 226 right now. Yeah, I mean, if you think there's downside, buy puts. If you think the shares are going to be in this area for a while, then you're a gambler. You can buy the stock and write options against it, or you can buy in the money calls if you can find them cheap enough, and then write calls against them. That's another way to play this angle. Let me take a look at something interesting, just for my own interest. January calls. See, even $20 calls will run you $18. That's like paying $38 for the stock. It's a $33 stock at the close. Forget what's happening in the aftermarket. I can't equate that. If you bought $15 calls, they would run you $21, $22. That would be at the money. That would be, but then you're paying $2,000 instead of $3,600. You're saving, a little bit. Not a lot, but you're saving a little bit. $22 calls would have been the equivalent of 29. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's working. Oh gosh, no, 39. Oh no, you couldn't buy 22s. So you can't buy 20s because that would be paying $38. No. Even the 15s you'd be paying $35. So yeah, the 15s you might have been able to get away with. So for about $2,100, you can buy 100 shares. You can buy control of 100 shares of AMC. So $2,100 is what you're spending. All right. Well, let me go back now to what if you then wrote a call option for the 27th of August, for example, or what would you get if you wrote a 35? You're getting $4.50. If you wrote a 40. You're getting $3. Not a lot of premium there. So if you now go to September and look to write September calls against these January calls that you bought, $40 September 3rd, they would bring you $4. Not a lot of dough. September 10 40s would bring you $4.50, nothing. September 17 40s would bring you, well, I don't show a market, but 39s would bring you $5.25. No premium. There's no way. 24th of September 40s would still only bring you $5.50. There's not. No. I mean, look, if you can bring in $4.50 on a $20 purchase, right? Spend $2,000 to bring 400 in for like a month. There's a strategy there, but you need to do this for several months in a row to make this pay. And if the shares hold in this level, okay, your calls will hold the 2,000 value, 2,100 you paid for. So if you can bring in $4 every 4 or 5 weeks, yeah, I guess after 3 or 4 months you'd be all right. But yeah, there was a time where you could write very expensive, very high exercise price contracts. Like to write a January 45 call, you'd bring in $10. So if you bought the stock at 30, say you bought the stock at 35, and then you wrote 45 contracts and brought in $10, you've just brought in $10 against your cost. You brought your cost down to 25 a share. If you get taken out at 45, you get being taken out at 55. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to write March contracts, March 22s, if you wrote 40s, you'd bring in about $12. So you wrote 50s, you can't even write 50s, they don't show. July 22s, okay, July 22s, the 40s will bring you $14, 50s will bring you 12. So, if you got taken out at 50, that's $62. These premiums used to be way higher. Like they used to be so much higher, but that's what's changed on AMC now, obviously, because AMC has come back to $34, $35, $36 a share. They closed at $33.80. They're trading at $36.79 right now, and they're up $3 a share. But they need much, much more than this to really raise that option level dramatically. I guess I look at it this way. If the shares got into the 40s, if they could do that, then you could look at buying puts. But the premiums might be so ridiculous, it might not be worth your while. So, this is one of those. Oh boy, how do you play this one? Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult. Not easily done. All right. Anyway, I was so glad I bought my $36 AMC calls before the bell and waited to rewrite tomorrow. Way to go. Let's see. Yeah, Primus will be stupid tomorrow, and I hope they are for you. I hope you can write a really juicy call contract, whether it's 1 week, 2 week, 1 month, whatever you're going to do. I hope you get some really nice payoffs. I don't know. 37.11, 37.16, up 336 right now. 37.07, up 322. I don't know if this will last into tomorrow or not. This might be an aftermarket run. I don't know if this will continue tomorrow morning or not as we get going. 3.5 million have traded now. 3.6 million. Yep, 36.83. It's got a good thing going on it, but I don't know how this will react in the real market tomorrow when we open up, because we only traded 69 million shares today. We used to trade 550 million when it ran to 70. There's no way there's going to be 500 million shares of buying power tomorrow coming into the stock. I don't see it. It needs it. If it got it, it would move at $20 a share, but I don't know if that can happen. We'll see. Let's hope AMC gets just below 45 this Friday when my written call expires. It's the $45 strike, so I can write another juicy one. There you go. That would be a win for you, of course. You still have $9 of range. Yeah, nice position to be in, definitely. All right, there you have it. Interesting how this is playing itself out in the aftermarket. GameStop is now at 53 cents to 61.66 in the aftermarket. Go figure. It's jumping around just like crazy. Yeah, okay. 37.06 on the aftermarket on AMC, up 326 on a volume of 3.8 million shares at this point in time. So there you have it. All right. There it is. Folks, I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to say thank you for hanging out with me for the last hour of trading and another 41 minutes of aftermarket trading. Keep an eye on the AMC out there. See what happens tomorrow. We'll see how the rest of the market is affected and how our shares will do tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have another big day on some of our stocks. That'd be fine with me. Just perfect. We'll see what it wants to give us. In the meantime, stay healthy out there. Thank you for the thumbs ups that you've been throwing me, and donations today, of course, as always. You guys are great. 329 thumbs ups. Thank you for that on this quiet afternoon show. Let's find out tomorrow what the market wants to give us. Have a great night, and let's see what's going on. Thank you. Birthday Jen. Yeah, I got a little bit of time with her now, and then I got 2 more shows to put together. It's a lousy day. Monday is the big one. Good night, Uncle Bruce. Thank you, guys. Let's see what happens. See you tomorrow. 3.2. What do we got? 4 million shares of AMC traded 37.02 last trade. Okay, a little better. Let's hope it moves all the other markets as well. Take care, guys. We'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning. Otherwise, we'll see you on Traveling with Bruce a little later tonight. Bye for now.